I don't consent.
We're on record.
Alright. So, we prosecution find Aaron Hernandez guilty of first-degree murder.
What do you plead?
Not guilty.
We plead our defendant, Aaron Hernandez, not guilty of first-degree murder.
Why? So what are we gonna talk about first? Club shooting, the actual murder?
Well, let's go to the first murder. He was
The murder?
murder.
Murder.
Just convicted of Odin Lloyd.
Who shot the gun that killed him?
There's nothing saying that Wallace and Ortiz didn't pressure him to.
But we do have some evidence that would help push us to Aaron Hernandez, as we have video evidence from YouTube and WCBB TV of Aaron Hernandez entering his home with a handgun that night.
Does that mean that he pulled the trigger? It might have been either of the two suspects he was with, which are affiliated with drugs. They're both drug dealers, and they're shady suspects, which could have set Aaron up and gave him the gun to make it look like he shot him, walking in the camera.
We do have some evidence of more of a story of Aaron's childhood, where he does have a little influence with drugs and a not so great past. You could say he's as bad or worse than the two drug dealers that no one cares about.
Well, we should care about that
we should.
because you guys are pinning on Aaron when there's two other people involved that could have pulled this trigger
Very well.
that night, but you're making it seem as if it's definitively Aaron.
What about the vehicle? Vehicle that was found at the scene, registered in Aaron's name.
It was Aaron, but
It was Aaron's.
it doesn't say who pulled the trigger.
He could have.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
because
we're
it's
still on
his
that
car-
topic.
Just because it's his car doesn't mean he
So,
shot the gun.
At the scene of the crime, we found Aaron's bubblegum and a same with his keys.
The exact towel that was caught on camera into the gas station.
Where he
also
bought
purchased
the bubble
gum
that we found at the crime scene.
that was matched to the prescription of the gas station. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he was there buying bubble gum.
We know he's
He
there.
could have had the bubble gum. He just wanted some gum to go along with the
But that
ride.
doesn't mean he pulled the trigger.
It doesn't mean he pulled the trigger, but it means he was standing right next to
Oh, yeah.
Odin Lloyd.
But you're making it seem as if he was the one who murdered
Yeah.
Floyd when it could have been two other suspects.
Well,
He was
well,
the
could have
one
been the two of them.
with the gun.
He could have been getting rid of it, it doesn't mean he shot it. He just had it, he could have been getting rid of it.
They're all at his house. What is
Psych!
that?
You thought we're
Only
leaving
10:45.
5 deuces, peace.
Also,
Adios,
we
amigo.
just have
Love you.
tons
Bye.
of video evidence from Aaron leaving his house to getting with his friends to picking up Odin Lloyd, and then the gas station, and then there's just a tiny little bit, about 8 minutes worth of video. And in that time, Odin Lloyd just kind of disappears. We do have video of the car going into the construction site area, where Odin Lloyd was found dead.
We know he was murdered.
We know he was murdered.
Yep.
You were trying to blame everything on Aaron.
Yes.
Trying to say he was the only one that was shooting.
It was also said that Odin Lloyd was blackmailing Aaron. That just put a reason.
It does. It was never found for definite what the specific reason was, but there are possible reasons that Aaron could have to have killed Odin Lloyd.
Rumored. Not rumored.
Rumored, but he still had good reasons if they were the reasons.
If they were the reasons.
Already on.
You know, there's no hard evidence.
He would still have reasons.
Also,
Are we
what
talking about-
reasons?
There's always the if.
How he was gay? Is that what we're talking about?
Not specific.
Not specifically. Also, with
Well, that
the
was
murder,
one of the
what
reasons-
reason would Aaron's friends have for killing Odin Lloyd?
They are getting full, drug dealers and have criminal records, so.
Yep. But they were only with Odin Lloyd for about an hour. In an hour's time, they just decided to kill him. Aaron Hernandez's friends. Aaron Hernandez, who was basically a brother-in-law
Because you also have
to
to,
Odin Lloyd. You knew him
you
very
also
well.
have to realize Odin Lloyd and Aaron Hernandez was already set. They both were amazing friends. They got along really well. So obviously there's the, well, what reason would he have to kill him? He would have to have a very good reason for him to die.
In his trust of Odin Lloyd, he probably told Odin Lloyd something that Odin Lloyd would use over the superstar who just signed a $40 million contract.
Beat him.
You know, a lot of money for blackmail.
Alright, so you're saying that they were very good friends, right? Very good friends, and what caused him to change his mind? You know, to shoot him. Well, Aaron had CTE.
Do you need us to inform on that?
No, I am well aware of
He had
CTE.
stage 3 CTE, and from NPR.org, the doctor that examined his brain, Dr. Annie McKee, said it showed the most damage her team had seen in athletes so young. And CTE, it causes the individuals with it to have severity, or the severity of his degree. You know, he had
Why is it
he had
that
grade 3, you know, grade 3. The highest is grade 4.
CTE in most
Aaron's not even in the
cases
office, that's
doesn't
probably
really
why.
start to affect you until you're older.
That's in most cases.
Pardon the interruption, please disregard the last bell. Thank you.
Individuals, this is a quote from Dr. Annie McKee. Individuals with CTE of this severity have difficulty with impulse control, decision making, aggression, often emotional volatility, and rage behavior.
Yes, but also sporting news gives us a timeline of everything Aaron's done. Even the ones we know he's done, like blowing out a bar owner's eardrum. It's obviously, it shows us what he's been convicted of, what he's a suspect of. So there's a past of him possibly committing other crimes. Why was no one there to make sure he doesn't do anything like that again? And if people could say Wallace and Ortiz were there, but they were involved with Odin Lloyd's death. He's also his wife, but even after this, it didn't seem like much hope.
And to add to that, website from Boston 25 News, we get a full look into Aaron Hernandez's life, and he's had violent outbursts way before football.
Way before CT.
His
So
abuse from his dad.
It doesn't happen from
his
his
family.
older.
Yeah,
We
we
just said that.
we also can't primarily blame this on CT.
Yeah, you can't
He did
blame
have a
it on
troubled
CTE.
childhood.
He was doing stuff way before. He had a messed up childhood. His dad was
So
fucked up
compare that
fast.
with CTE, you could say that.
Well, you could do that,
It could have influenced him.
or you could
Two.
say at the same time that
If
this
he
alone.
murdered Odin Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, sorry.
With an L, 2 L's. But we do have him already with troubled behavior before football. You could say maybe CTE adds into that and makes it
Well,
worse.
also his dad in his household beat him, and he had a troubled childhood from his father, who essentially forced the things on him. It was hard. It's hard for him, so it definitely played into his mind.
Yeah, but he'd still be at fault.
Again, why didn't he have someone to help him with stuff like this?
If he was a
Like a
famous NFL
like a
star who has
professional
all this
therapist.
Yeah.
Where's your evidence that?
Most famous people do have
Tell
those
me you didn't hear
type
me.
of money.
He probably should have.
You didn't hear what I
He
just
should have
said.
had.
You guys have
Dude,
some
should've done
evidence
that.
that-
Especially
What did you
if there's
say?
already a history of him doing stuff, why was nobody taking care of his medical?
Even if people could throw in, like, his wife
He's
was
not
there,
disagreeing
obviously
or
she wasn't
agreeing.
helping if stuff like this was happening.
So,
Like, even if they could convince him, at least force him to go to something.
Did they know about it, that it was that bad and
Yeah.
severe
They
in
should've.
that age?
But
They
they
should've.
did
They
know
should've.
he was hanging out with.
CTE is the
His wife
most
was
common
White did
cranial
suspect.
disease due to football. It's
Not-
something that should have been focused on, and his friend repeatedly
Wait, I just have one
mentioned
question. Whose side are you on?
I don't even know. I think I'm prosecution. I'm the one who's saying he's guilty.
Okay.
on a documentary on Oxygen, we see that his friend is repeatedly talking about how much Aaron Hernandez used to complain about his head, his headaches, and it was clear he had symptoms of CTE and heavy concussions. Constantly.
Somebody definitely should have.
Like constantly. You see clips of that man just running into people, getting bulldozed.
So he didn't get the help he needed. I mean, that's did he know the CTE? You know, he's a football player.
Most definitely, it's
Because
like one of the
this is
most
probably back
common.
when
But
it
did
wasn't
they know?
as common.
Yeah, did they
Yeah,
know?
but I can't argue with you, man, but every freaking point I hear, I'm like, damn, I would argue for that one. I forget.
Joe Bortoluzzi there?
Joe Battle.
Alright, you guys, does anyone have any other points they wanna bring up? Who's arguing?
He got most of them.
I think we got everything we wanted to down.
Alright, Todd, you got anything you wanna add to the party here?
Acting like I haven't been
I said the defense anyway.
Good?